This is an officially licensed KFC game? Are you kidding me? Alright, we're doing this. Hold on, let me at least just drop this volume just a little bit. How do I get out of this menu? Ah. Alright then. Really quick. For the recording side, hello everybody, for future YouTube posterity's sake. Hi, welcome to I love you, Colonel Sanders, a finger-licking good dating simulator. I'm recording this because I need visuals for my DJ set this weekend, and what better way to do a hot romantic set than doing a visual novel with Colonel Sanders? So from this point forward, I'm gonna pretty much be in stream. I'm gonna call it recording mode, where like it's just the game. You'll still hear me, but you're not gonna see like chat or anything of that sort. But I'll still see chat. So I'll still chat with chat. But you're gonna hear me like a read through. I'm still under the weather, especially at the time of this recording. But it's what it's. But anyways, I never thought I'd open this game. I never thought I would open this game. Hold on a minute. Let me upload. Let me at least just, like, post it. We doing it, lads. We doing it. It's just... Where's my thing? Where's my link? Where's my link? Oh no, I need to post this on Twitter that I'm playing this game right now. I need to... welcome to the thing of being a content creator, of having to post that you're live. Hold on. Join us as we fraternize with our colonel. Alright, this is happening. Alright. Things have been posted. People are aware. I don't know what to expect out of this game. We're doing this. 43 flavors of fun. Let's go. Oh, am I using my name for this? Oh no. I love those biscuits, though. That is a great backdrop.
You sleep softly as the morning sun casts a warm glow through the window of your modest student apartment. The world is peaceful and serene. You could stay in the moment forever. Or you could wake up now. Your first day of culinary school is no time to sleep in. I smacked that alarm clock up and at them. Lying in bed, you stare at the ceiling, thinking about everything that awaits you at the prestigious University of Cooking School, Academy for Learning. Your mind begins to wander. Who will be there? What will you cook? What should you wear? Time begins to fly by and you find your imagination getting away from you. You allow yourself to daydream a little bit, thinking about the future. It's here, finally, your first day of culinary school. So many dishes to prepare, so many students to meet. Your mind is swimming with possibilities when you realize you're running late. You grab a biscuit and burst out the door.
Oh no! Oh no, they're doing the anime trope! They're doing the thing! They're doing the thing! Mmm, delicious. Just what you needed to wake up those taste buds.
Yikes. You're in such a hurry, in fact, that you forgot to put on any deodorant before running out the door. You're sweating buckets as you rush to arrive on time. Uh-oh. Standing in the quad, you gaze upon the magnificent University of Cooking School, Academy for Learning. Here comes your lifelong best friend forever, Miriam. She's the most adorably awkward person you've ever met, and you absolutely love her for it. Morning, Shadow. Are you excited for your first day of school? The rest of our lives? Actually, because I am. Excited? A little nervous? Okay, a lot nervous. It's just, this morning, I made breakfast for myself, but when I ate it, I couldn't taste any of the food I love in the food. What if I'm no good? What if I fail? You might sleep talk. That's okay. Go get some sleep. All right. You can get cozy while we do this. Classic Miriam, raised by MasterChef parents, she's always held herself to a very high standard. Ever since we were little babies, playing together, and you rescued me from that quicksand box, it's been clear to me that you're the most loving, caring person I know. You're going to do great. But with the University of Cooking School Academy for Learning is famous as 3 days only semesters, I'm afraid that being left behind and never catching up. A sweet girl, Miriam has always had a flair for the dramatic. This summer, she got so nervous about her first kiss that she chipped a tooth practicing on a mannequin. Should you pep talk her or change the subject to give her some relief? I'm gonna pep talk your best friend. Remember last month when we saw that fortune teller and had our tarot cards read? Lady with the mask who gave me nightmares? I've been trying to forget. I know she looks spooky, but she was so sweet, and she told you that you're destined for great things. Remember that card with the fancy-looking tower and that other card featuring the handsome fellow in the red suit? I've been waiting for so long to meet a handsome fellow I could call my own. And I'm sure you will soon. In no time, we'll be graduating, and you'll be delighting the world with your heartfelt cooking in no time at all. As you talk Miriam up, you can feel her nerves begin to ease. You know what? Maybe everything will be okay after all. If not, at least I have these killer bangs. Can you believe I cut them myself? You can definitely believe it. I cannot believe it. Before you can get another word out, you're rudely interrupted when someone smacks your books with custom engraved measuring spoons out of your hands onto the ground. Hey. Is that supposed to be Ashley? Is it supposed to be Ashley? It's Ashley, your arch rival. She's totally evil, but she can't help but be filled with jealousy. She can get anything she wants, and she knows it. Hello, Ashley. Oh, I didn't see you there, chicken shins. You leave Shadow alone. They're perfectly normal shins. You can't stand Ashley. Even her name is annoying. You know for a fact it's actually Ashley, but she had to add the extra letters and make herself feel better than everyone. This game is so self-aware, I love it. If anyone here knows what perfections looks like, it's us. We're not gonna let you or really weird insults get to us. Across the quad, you see Ashley's best friend, Van, the man, as was stopped to look at his own reflection in the mirror. His pants are so tight, you can see him casually working out his glutes while he styles his hair. No lie, they're rocking glutes. Van. You rang. Oh my god. Oh my god. Amazing. I need to take a moment to appreciate this. You've never been sure what their arrangement is, but as long as you've known them, Ashley and Van are just about as close as you and Miriam, but substantially more devious. I can't believe that University of Cooking School Academy for Learning would ever allow people like you to attend as students. Dude's got the full-on JoJo pose going. I know, right? And you'd think they'd hand us diplomas by now. Or maybe hire us as professors. You amateurs could learn a lot from us. With the first day of school about to start, there's just not time to properly tell these two off, so you resist the urge. Let's go, Miriam.
Oh.
See you later, loser. As you approach the door, you see a goofy-looking kid pushing hard against the window directly next to it. Lovely. Oopsie.
I think it's broken.
Reach forward and easily pull the door open. That should do the trick.
I love you.
I think you mean thank you?
My name is Pop. I was named after my Pop. He's old.
Could someone like this also be a student at the school? He must be one heck of a chef. He also his name tag clearly says Bob, but I guess he's reading it upside down. Hi, Pop. I'm Shadow. So, are you gonna make me hold the door all day?
No.
And with that, the young man walks into the building ahead of you.
Aww. Is it just me, or is he kind of cute?
I think it's just you. You both shrug your shoulders before following him into the building. You stand at the edge of the room, unsure where to sit. Other students wander in and keep themselves busy chit-chatting.
Corgi! Corgi! Corgi!
A scruffy-looking pooch takes place at the podium in the front of class. Adorable. Now, quiet down, everyone. Who is this unreasonably cute pup, and why is he in our culinary class?
You must be Sprinkles, head instructor and CEO of USCAL.
Please, call me Professor Dog. I may be cute and fluffy, but I still demand proper respect. Woof. What? A cute dog is our professor? This is the best school ever. I guess only a dog's nose is capable of picking up all the nuances of fine dining. Out of nowhere, wind begins to rush around you as a swirl of cherry blossom petals fill the air inside the classroom.
I'm chilly. Someone close the window.
And then, he walks in.
Yes, bask in the glow and the majesty. Unironically, this is what I want to look like when I get older.
You're immediately swept up in the aura of this new student and his remarkable goatee. Who knew anyone could be so handsome? Time stands still. It's him. It's... If it isn't my favorite student, Harland. Colonel Sanders interrupts Sprinkles. Sorry, Professor Dog, before he can finish his sentence. Please, call me Colonel. Colonel Sanders. A hushed murmur rolls through the classroom as Colonel Sanders walks down the aisle of desks. Suddenly the room is sweltering. Sweat begins to bead across your brow. You feel like everyone is looking at you, and you're not entirely wrong. And this over there must be the sweaty slut. Must be sweaty sweats a lot. Maybe...
Oh god, I can't remember how I did Van Van's voice.
You ring. There it is. Maybe we should open that window back up before faucet pits melts into a puddle and evaporates entirely. Hold on just a second. Nobody talks to my friend like that. You two both know my name. We were in the same kindergarten class, and what is with all your really weird insults? Besides, when Shadow sweats, it's not gross, it's beautiful. Look at that shimmer. You turn to find Colonel Sanders standing right in front of you. Colonel Sanders, beautiful angel that he is, stands before you, smiling gently, his hand outstretched. Boy, howdy. This classroom gets hotter than a Kentucky fryer. Oh god, hold on. Dear old drifter.
Who's that in the background? Hold on a minute. Who's that in the corner? In the wall photo. Oh no.
Please, use my handkerchief. That's better.
Oh my god! Oh my god! You freeze up. Colonel Sanders is talking to you.
Wait, Colonel Sanders is talking to you? How sweaty you look. You're completely mortified. This can be your first interaction. What if he never forgets this moment? How will he respond? I take the handkerchief. You stretch out your hand and Colonel Sanders places a fine silk handkerchief in it. It's so beautiful. You hesitate to press it to your face. When you do, the feeling is transcendent. It has a natural scent on it. It smells of the most delicious chicken you've ever smelled. Professor Dog steps in to settle class down and get some ground rules. Welcome to University of Cooking School, Academy of Learning, the greatest culinary academy in the world. The birthplace of culinary legends past, present, and future. Many challenges await you. There will be tears. There will be blood. There might even be really adorable tiny food. And when it's all said and done, there will be a battle. You lift your sporks and compete in the broom cooking arena. Just then, another student enters the classroom and interrupts the professor's rousing speech. Hey guys, sorry I'm late. Everyone had a good summer. I really miss... Quiet. Late to class is bad enough, but interrupting my monologue? You're on the fast track out of here, young man. Are you sure you're even in the right place?
Don't you recognize me? This is my 3rd year in this school as my teacher.
Everyone stares at him blankly.
Does no one remember me? I am...
You're expelled if you utter one more word before I finish. Let that be a lesson to you, students, that tardiness is unacceptable. Even Clank made it here on time, rolling halfway across town on his tiny wheels. You turn to see Sprinkles, the student Sprinkles is referring, who appears to be some sort of industrial kitchen appliance. I'm not making any sound effects for that. The class bursts into laughter. Oh, Clank, you rascal. Sprinkles walks in the classroom as everyone stands in silent obedience. When he gets to you, he lifts his nose into the air and takes a deep sniff. Your diet is lacking. Based on what I'm picking up here, you definitely need a multivitamin. You should be taking better care of yourself. You've never had a talking dog as a teacher before, but Sprinkles' reputation for being smart, but tough, is well known. You decide to try and butter him up by giving him a treat from your pocket, but what kind? Beef treat. You reach beneath your apron and return with a small beef jerky in your hand. Sprinkles' eyes go wide as he locks onto it. Beef? Are you trying to give me a heart attack? I would never eat that. You clearly do not belong here. Please remove your apron, and then remove yourself from this class and this school. Oh. Oh no. Oh no. Hold on, let me try again. Oops. Oops. Okay, hold on, we're gonna skip this. Okay, we're fast forwarding through this. You can also you can die. Beware. What? You can die? Chicken snack. You reach beneath your apron and return with a chicken snack in your hand. Sprinkles' eyes go wide as he locks onto it. His favorite. Well, well, well. I think there might be some competition for our new star student. The furry professor immediately devours the snack, leaving your hand slick with a coating of warm doggy drool. You see the other students eyeing you jealously, but pay no mind to them. If they wanted to succeed in life, they should have learned the importance of carrying a range of dog treat flavors on them at all times. Settle down, young chefs, take your seats, and prepare to have your minds open to the amazing possibilities of culinary creation. As everyone rushes to claim their favorite seats, you're left standing at the front of the room. Only 2 options remain.
Hey Shadow, there's still a seat here.
It seems that no one has claimed a seat next to me if you're interested.
Oh no. Oh no. Oh no, who are we sitting with? Oh no. Oh no! Oh no, I'm stuck! Who are we choosing, chat? Who are we choosing? Who are we choosing, chat? Alright. You move to take your seat by Miriam.
I'm so glad to have you here to support me through this class. Of course, you're my best friend. Who else would I sit by? Colonel Sanders. He has such a magnetic personality. And there's a seat open right next to him. If you had sat there, you might have gotten to know him a little better. I'd never sacrifice our friendship. Besides, I'm sure I'll get a chance to talk to him later in the semester. I've got 3 whole days. That's like a lifetime.
So you say. But now that Miriam mentions it, that Colonel Sanders is just so darn dreamy. As soon as you settle in your seat, the professor makes an announcement. Think fast, it's time for your pop quiz.
Yay, a pop quiz about me.
This is incredibly important and surprisingly short quiz will tell me if you are ready for life at culinary school. Keep your knives sharp and your focus sharper. Here comes question number 1. If train A is traveling to point B and train B is traveling to point A, how important is it to wash your hands before cooking?
Extremely. Looking at you, Pop.
That's right. Forest is to tree as chicken is to feather.
That's right.
What is the most efficient eating utensil ever created?
A spork. That's right. What is the best food for a broken heart?
What? Ooh.
Anything as long as prepared with love and not too much salt. That's right. Is Sprinkles a good boy? Of course he is! He's nothing but the best. Your total score is 4 out of 5. Only 1 wrong. Not too shabby. You might just do alright, kid. You look up to see Colonel Sanders has been watching you tally your score. He nods with approval.
May I have your attention, students? I have an important announcement to make. Time for lunch!
Wow. The cafeteria is as nice as any restaurant you've ever eaten at. It makes sense that a school dedicated to cooking would also be serious about eating. A delicious fragrance wafts through the room and tickles the end of your nose. Your mouth waters.
You smell that? That must be your lunch. It smells crazy good.
Everyone, can I have your attention? Is it about lunch?
No, I just wanted to apologize for my tardiness. You see, I was...
Howdy, folks. I'd like to make an announcement.
Hey, I was...
It's about lunch.
Everyone cheers.
But I...
Lunch.
She said shh.
In honor of the new semester, I have prepared something special to share with everyone for lunch.
That must be what the smell I smelled.
Indeed. That smell?
You hold your breath, waiting to see what the food is this mysterious student has created. You've heard that he's very talented, but are the rumors true? Is this... I'm so sorry for coughing in the mic, guys. I'm so sorry. Colonel Sanders lifts a large bucket above his head. Its contents glimmer in the light. Amazing. Piled high are huge pieces of chicken, breaded and fried to a crispy, golden finish. The aroma envelops you, and you begin to feel warm and safe. Colonel Sanders has filled a bucket with chicken. What a novel concept. Your stomach begins to grumble, as if to say, stop thinking and start eating.
For years, I've been developing a secret recipe for the perfect fried chicken. By my calculation, nothing less than 11 herbs and spices are required to achieve the perfect balance of flavors.
You look around and notice that every other student has a pen and paper and is scribbling notes as fast as they can.
That's all I'll say about that.
What? You think we want your stupid secret recipe, dude?
Pshaw.
Nah, my dude. Nah. I'm just, drafting a last will and testament in case, one of those ingredients is, poison. Got him. He looks around nervously to see if anyone else is laughing at his sick burn. That face though! That face though!
You wait to see what zinger Ashley is prepared to follow up, but she suddenly takes a different approach.
Yeah, and I was just like, writing in my diary. Dear diary, they smelled something beautiful. I knew that moment that only the hands of true gentlemen could fry chicken so tender.
You see her body language change from bitter and evil to sweet and innocent. As she slides closer to Colonel Sanders, she realizes that he is destined for greatness. And flame with cooking skills like his, she wants him all to herself. Oh, please.
Oh, well, Van the Man. If you don't want any, I'll take it.
Wait, I'll take his. Whoa, I mean, hold on. I guess I'll try it. He takes one bite and his eyes grow wide. He starts contorting his face as he tries to hold his pure exhilaration and act unimpressed.
Easy now. There's enough for everyone. Please, my fellow classmates, dig in.
You take one of the pieces of fried chicken out of this bucket and sink your teeth into it. It's amazing. Tasting Colonel Sanders' food transports you to another dimension. Along with the taste buds, gripping a drumstick in your hand, you float weightlessly. Savor the moment until... Swim toward the light! And everything that tells you about Colonel Sanders' culinary heart. Yeah, no. Try the flavors in your mouth. Are beautiful, pure, heavenly. What a guy. Alone with the flavors, you feel something that can only be described as love. For a man, for flavor, are they the same? After tasting his food, you try to get some one-on-one time with Colonel Sanders. You approach Colonel Sanders. Colonel Sanders smiles ever so softly as you approach. He stops what he's doing and allows you to break the silence. Colonel, I wondered if I could talk to you for a second.
Anything for a fellow chef.
What exactly was on that chicken?
How bold do you come out and ask? It's an idea for a brand new combination of flavors that will make my fortune and establish my legacy for all time as I open a chain of highly successful fried chicken restaurants. No big deal.
It's just you and me here talking. I can keep a secret. In fact, I've got some of my own that I'd be willing to trade.
What's the rush? The semester's only getting started. We've only got 2 more whole days to know each other.
He's clearly not going to give up so easily. What doesn't hurt to be persistent? You know what they say about secrets, Colonel. Shouldn't learning be fun?
You got moxie. I'll give you that.
Colonel Sanders looks both ways to make sure you're truly alone. Then he leans in, and you can feel his warm breath as he whispers.
Just one ingredient, but you can't tell. I use, as it's something my great-grandmother taught me.
Wow! You never would have guessed that. In fact, you're not even sure where you'd get some if you searched. While you're wrapped up in the huge revelation, you notice that Colonel Sanders has disappeared, while everyone else is still in the cafeteria. You decide to look for him. You can find Colonel Sanders outside, standing in the quad.
Oh, it's you again. Howdy. Sometimes I like to come outside and look at the school buildings. I'll think about how my story will continue after I graduated.
It sounds like you have big plans.
I dare say, the biggest. I'll leave my mark on this world. You can bet on that.
Alone together for the first time, you figure now's the perfect time to show your personality to him. Be modest but thoughtful. Well, I just wanted to tell you that I really enjoyed your food. Now you've got his attention. The flavors were complex but comforting. The interplay between salty, savory, and peppery is just perfect.
I appreciate the compliment, Shadow.
I'm sure you'll be a big success.
Shit, that's Sanders talking about bad oops.
I'm sure you'll be a big success.
I know we've only met today, but I'm starting to get the same feeling about you. We should head back inside. Next lesson starts soon.
You step inside into the massive cooking arena, where the afternoon lesson will take place. Each student gets an oven and all the tools and ingredients they could need.
Look at this place. It's magnificent. Finally, we get to show our stuff. Wait a second. Oh no, we have to show our stuff. What if I totally blow it?
You're not going to blow anything, except maybe kisses the crowd of fans you're going to earn with your signature, adorably tiny food creations.
Welcome, students, to the cooking arena. For today's lesson, we'll be cooking with partners. Hurry up and pair off.
Naturally, Miriam looks over to you, but unable to control herself, you pounce on Colonel Sanders. Hey, Colonel, would you like to tackle this lesson as a team? A team of two, that is, me and you, if that wasn't clear. Want to be my partner?
Aww.
Sure, Shadow. I'll prepare our station. Without you as a partner, Miriam is left standing all alone. Two different students quickly take notice.
Hello, new partner.
I'd say Clank would be the better option here.
Oh my, two potential partners. I'm so sorry, gentlemen, but I don't know who to choose.
Looks like you have to pick for her. Friend duties can be a little awkward, but that's the price you pay for not being alone forever. Who do you ask to be Miriam's partner? Clank. I'm sorry, Pop, but I think Miriam will be partnered with Clank today.
It's okay. I already ate.
I can't take Pop seriously. It's not entirely clear if Pop has any idea the point of the school is at this juncture. Clank is clearly excited to have some attention. He heats up and begins to roll back and forth. Yep. Hold on there, fella. You don't even know the assignment yet. Technically, Clank might not have a face, but there's something charming and earnest about him.
Tissue, I hardly know you.
Clank judders and a panel shakes loose. You get the impression that he is a sign of affection. Looks like you two will be fine. Now's the time to focus on your cooking classwork. Alright.
Alright, you two. For today's lesson, we're going to keep it simple. Pick a basic dish and divide up the steps. No chef is an island. It takes 2 flints to make a fire. You get the idea.
Which dish do you suggest your partner, Colonel Sanders?
Your grandmother's mashed potatoes and gravy.
I've always been something of a down-home chef. I was thinking we could make something warm, inviting, and comforting. Maybe mashed potatoes?
And gravy.
I couldn't imagine one without the other. Colonel Sanders casts a coy look at you, causing your whole face to go beet red. Embarrassed, you quickly turn away. I'll go get the potatoes.
No, please. Let me. Picking perfect produce is a passion of mine.
Looks like things are getting pretty fresh around here. Does someone have a crush on Colonel Sanders?
We're just cooking partners. Mind your own business.
Sanders is my business, and you'd better keep your fingers off my man.
Did someone call for me?
No, geez, Van, while I'm over here crushing Shadow's dreams, you're supposed to be taking care of our classwork. That was the deal, remember?
Colonel Sanders returns, arms full of peeled potatoes. He tosses them into boiling water and turns his attention to you and your old friends.
Oh, howdy there. Ashley, Van. Are we working a quartet instead of a duet now?
Actually, no. It looked like Shadow was struggling, so we offered them to give him a hand. You know how it is. These young amateur chefs need a lot of mentoring.
I was going to say, Colonel Sanders, maybe I could also teach you a thing or two about fancy food. Maybe one day you might get up to my level. Doubt it.
Don't be rude, Van. Personally, I have no doubts whatsoever about Colonel Sanders' ability to concoct creations worthy of admiration. After all, your fried chicken was quite spectacular. But Colonel, if you ask me, I might make a better partner for you than this thing that's positioned atop your station. Don't you feel deep down that we cast complementary shadows? We fit together like thigh and drumstick. It just makes sense.
Nothing about this makes any sense. But one thing is clear. It's coming for Colonel. If you don't, watch out. Ashley is really going at you hard. You need to ask for some backup here before things get ugly.
Miriam. As soon as you find her, she senses it and looks back. This girl's friend in need radar is second to none. She immediately comes running over. Is somebody threatening my friend? I will destroy them! I actually think that Ashley and Van Man were just leaving. Leaving you in the dust? Via V? My skills as a chef perhaps, but stepping away from this competition, you're sorely mistaken.
Miriam, you're a loyal friend, but Shadow is my partner for today's activity.
You look for Sprinkles in hopes that he might step in, but he's nowhere to be found. Darn, those cute corgis are short and sturdy in nature. You look down at your station and realize that in the tension of the moment, your hands have been cooking on autopilot. Distracted by the drama, you already crushed the boiled potatoes into a perfectly creamy mashed texture, with plenty of butter and cream for the flavor. It's as if your natural passion guided you through the steps so well while your attention was elsewhere.
I know just what to do.
Colonel Sanders extends a hand. He's holding a beautiful white porcelain gravy boat, out of which pours a smooth brown gravy smothering your nearly finished potato dish. Gravy flows down the mound of mashed potatoes. The results look spectacular. Granny would be very proud. Colonel Sanders holds a spork out to you. You reach out and grab hold of it, but he doesn't immediately let go. The two of you stand holding the same spork, and for that small moment, all of the madness and pressure in this crazy world stops. Your eyes lock. The moment is electric. Time stands still.
If you love something, set it free.
Together, you dig the utensil into the mashed potatoes and lift a heaping sporkful up. When you see Ashley with a sinister look, you know she's plotting against you to be with Colonel Sanders. And then, filled with rage without thinking, you fling the sporkful of mashed potatoes right in Ashley's stupid, beautiful face. Van Man, do something! Scooping up a fingerful, Van Man tastes the dripping mashed potatoes and gravy and realizes that it's delicious. Horrified by this revelation, he slinks away. Will he ever be able to cook something with so much love and integrity? Hold on, I need to lower the volume on this. This is blaring in my ears. There we go.
Hold on right there, Shadow. We do not waste food in the broom cooking arena. Colonel Sanders, I expect better from you. You give her one more spoonful, you'd both better be prepared to eat it from wherever it lands.
And I has potatoes face.
Van Man rushes back over, a covered dish in his hand. Mashed potatoes with gravy. Pathetic. In just a few minutes, I prepared a full meal. Gaze upon my specialty, braised tentacle of octopus in my silky saltwater sauce, plated on a battle axe blade forged by my supreme chef ancestors.
You've ignored me for too long. That ends now. Because I will have the first bite, and you will look at me with all envy.
The interrupting student rushes Van Man and swipes a bite of his signature dish right off the plate.
No, don't!
Something about this dish doesn't strike my nose quite right. I think the octopus was rushed and may have been turned in the process. Results could be toxic. Too late. It has been eaten. I think I left something in the oven.
I don't feel good.
It killed him.
Everyone step back. Don't take another bite.
When you look back at the plate, the rest of it is gone. You notice the tip of the tentacle being slurped up in Pop's mouth. Pop winces in pain just for a moment, then it is utmost immediately back to his obvious self.
Oopsie. Tastes like poison.
The entire class has gathered to watch Pop's final moments. Shock has frozen the whole crowd. They are as motionless as statues. The class bell rings, disrupting the moment and snapping everyone back to reality. It would appear that Pop's enthusiasm for trying new things, despite obvious danger, has inoculated him against poisons of all kinds.
I'm not sure the professors here make enough money.
Hello? I just turned into a ghost over here.
Seeing that you're shaking up that really annoying student and all his nonsense, Colonel Sanders approaches you.
I'm sorry you had to go through that. Please, let me walk you home.
What? Like, for real? Oh, come on.
You follow Colonel Sanders out of the room. At night, the school building has taken on another vibe entirely. It's dark, and more than a little spooky. Colonel Sanders stands in Quad's neon glow and speaks softly. Those mashed potatoes you made... No, shit, hold on.
Those mashed potatoes you made in class today.
Before you go on, I want you to know they're not a great representation of my skills. I didn't even realize I was making them.
They were amazing. Tasting them reminded me why I became so passionate about food to begin with.
Colonel Sanders is getting choked up. Cooking is obviously important to him, in a way that you find inspiring. Now might be the perfect time to tell him you're developing feelings for him. Colonel Sanders?
Yes, Shadow?
There's something I need to tell you.
Hold it right there. There's something I need to tell you first.
Oh, geez.
You see, when I was but a boy, I had a dream that one day I would be the greatest chef the world has ever seen. And ever since that day since, I've been working hard toward that dream. Day and night, never stopping, never resting. Also lifting like a lot of weights. Like so many weights. We should follow our dreams with all of our hearts, and our souls may grant them like wishes floating on a shooting star.
I beg your pardon? Hold on, immersion break really quick. This is a lot deeper than I expected it to be. Hold on a minute.
Hey, no, you... Shut up. I'm the one here to say inspirational stuff and be a star of the story.
Are we forgetting that your cooking literally killed a guy?
You can't prove that.
I also saw you kill that guy.
What was his name?
Somewhere in the distance you hear a long, sad sigh.
Forget him. We're talking about me. I'm the hero.
The sport monster is here to fight a hero.
I think I left the fridge door open. Later, nerds.
How dare you threaten me?
Just as I was letting down my guard and connecting with another chef on an emotional level.
Be afraid. Be very afraid of me because I'm a monster. See?
Is he rhyming on purpose, or is that just a coincidence? Before we can discuss syntax any further, it's a turn-based strat. What? What will you do? Instead of go on the attack, which attack will you use? Cook with love. It just got real. That attack really upset Spork Monster. Spork Monster goes on the attack. They spit hot gravy at you. You take 1 damage. You decide to defend. Which defense will you use? Trepidation. Stay back and endure whatever comes your way. Seems like a pretty weird strategy, but okay, sure. You do. And draws energy from Mother Earth itself. How will you respond? I'm attacking again. Monster's no quitter. Buffed up and ready to rumble. They go on the attack once again. Is oozing cheese onto the quad. I wonder who is going to have to clean it up.
Wow, villain. Your reign of terror stops here.
Colonel Sanders summons the energy of 1,000 chickens. What? Pot pie
Power punch.
Hold on.
Colonel Sanders. Pot pie power pinch.
Pot pie power pinch does 10 damage. Spork Monster is defeated. You saved me. An injured Spork Monster spews steam into the night. Spare this wretched beast. You manage to tamp down your disgust at the sight of this gnarly beast long enough to realize he's still a living creature with a pure soul who deserves your pity, not your wrath. Be gone, beast. And don't you dare come back for a follow-up encounter tomorrow. I won't forget this, and I certainly won't be back like you said. The Spork Monster scuttles off into the night. Defeated monster left behind a special item. It appears to be, at first, to be a cookbook. But upon closer inspection, it's so much more. It's a book of magic spells, with a golden chicken on the cover.
You open the cover to find a library card tucked inside. Last name signed out to it is Borko. Borko. That name sounds strangely familiar. Your blood is pumping as you stand in the quiet of the night, holding the mysterious book in your hands. As you come down from your battle buzz, you realize that your final attack has left you completely depleted. The world around you begins to fade away. Without any energy, you keep your eyes open. Darkness overtakes you. The image of Colonel Sanders flashes before your eyes as you fall asleep. He must have helped you get home in your tired state. You don't know if you could have made it without him. What a guy. You want to thank him, but you don't have the strength to utter a single word. You feel your covers being pulled up over you as you're tucked tightly. Good night, my Colonel. In your dream, you're together with Colonel Sanders. For some reason, Sprinkles is also there, instructing your love. Dreams are weird. Yep, that's a thing. You awake on day 2 and attempt to process the wild visions you had. Were they memories or premonitions? And then there was that secret ingredient that Colonel Sanders went ahead and told you outright. Not much of a secret, huh? It's probably just because he already trusts you so much. Sure, that makes sense. We'll go with that. You meet up with your bestie in front of the school. Before you tell her about the encounter with the spork monster, she launches into a story of her own. Okay, I know this might sound a little strange, but I think I might be, I think I might like Clank. Like him? Like? I know, it sounds like it's moving too fast, but there's something about him. I like him. Like him. We got talking after class, and he's actually a totally sweet guy. Not only that, but he's really smart. He told me all kinds of stories about Colonel Sanders. You know that Colonel Sanders was the most popular kid in his high school? No, but that does make complete sense. Yeah, but he was so popular that he was voted prom king at a school he didn't even go to. And was also the convertible that he himself rode in front of the homecoming parade. I think maybe something got lost in the pressure cooker language translation there. Either way, maybe it'd be best if you took it slow with the new boy, like I am with Colonel Sanders. You and Colonel Sanders? The coolest guy in the school? The most famous student to ever attend University of Cooking School Academy for Learning? You're a thing now? We definitely connected yesterday. Sure you did. You're great. Why wouldn't he be into you, I guess? Laughing at the implication that you and Colonel Sanders might be a thing is definitely not cool. You are great. You have an idea about how to prove that your love is real. Well, if he's not into me, why did he tell me one of his secret ingredients? Your bestie's eyes light up. A secret ingredient? Yeah, I just said that, a secret ingredient. Is there a dramatic echo in here? Miriam checks to make sure you're alone before continuing. So this summer, while I was on vacation with my family, a lovely man approached me in the botanical garden where I was wandering, that can't be good, told me all about his passion for spices, secret spices. The man gave me some to show me what he meant. He said it was a powder created from super duper rare dried flower petals, and that if I did him a big favor, I could have some of my own. Please, Miriam, don't tell me. So I filled my suitcase with them and brought them home. He was so nice. He even met me at the gate when I arrived later, when I cooked with them. A very strange feeling came over me. The flavor was unlike anything I'd ever tasted. I think you're being very liberal with the meaning of spices here. Whatever. Anyhow, we both share an interest in cooking. So we stayed in touch, you know? Like pen pals. I would bet he would love to know more about new spices. Well, I'm definitely not supposed to share Colonel Sanders' secret recipe. And besides, I only know the one ingredient, so I doubt it'd be much use to anyone. Please. I mean, it would mean the world to me. No one has to know that it came from you or from Colonel Sanders. What do you think? Should you protect Colonel Sanders' secret or share it with your bestie? I'll make up a fake ingredient. I don't know, how about... Eye of Newt. I know it sounds like some kind of witch's potion, but what can you do? Eye of Newt. Wow. Her eyes light up imagining such a thing that you can satisfy her curiosity, and she'll move on. However, she immediately turns around and sees some thumb typing on her phone that you can't quite see. I'm not good. Wind rushes in cherry blossom petals to fill the air.
What is this? Thank you, Zombie, for the hydrate. I appreciate it. Now I see why this takes an hour 42 minutes. Okay. Amazing. I hope you're enjoying this adventure of Colonel Sanders dating sim. I know I am.
Stand back and admire his majestic glory. Colonel Sanders' horse is truly a thing of beauty. Ah, yes, that majestic horse sound. Without ever acknowledging that he is being watched, he does a short horse dance before dismounting with a flourish. Then he slaps the beautiful creature gently on its rear, sending it running free into the countryside. You are so struck by the sight of him, you lose the ability to speak coherently.
Huh. I didn't realize anyone was watching. Don't worry, he knows his way home.
You attempt to compliment Colonel Sanders, but the words don't come out exactly right. What a horseful beaut you have. I mean, what a horseful beaut you have. Dang it. That's what I just said. Been a good friend, Miriam attempts to cover for you. Oh, Shadow just gets really nervous around people they like. What? This is not helping. I mean, they get food poisoning and we're up all night. It was gruesome. You should have seen it. She gives you a wink and smiles to say, situation handled. Can't blame a girl for trying. With that, Colonel Sanders disappears into the school, leaving you and Miriam to follow. When you enter the classroom, you can see your two rivals, Ashley and Van Van, are doing something bad. By the way, they're hiding. You know it must be really bad. Like counterfeiting recipes bad. Experimenting with restricted ingredients bad. Summoning demons bad? You try and get a peek over Van Van's hulking shoulder, but he sees you coming.
Whoa there, little one. I'm not sure you're ready to handle this.
Why don't you make like a bee and mind your own wax, honey? You sit near the rivals, but leave your back turned to them. You even hear Van Van mutter something that sounds like a bit like a magic spell. However, he notices you eavesdropping. You try and cover your tracks and improvise an excuse. It's time for class, and you're distracting the rest of us who want to learn. Now you've upset them. Oh, and you're the Emperor of Cooking, are you? You make the rules? Hold on, what's this button? Ah, okay. Hold on. Here we go. Now I can fix this. You hated this game when your friend streamed it? Are you at least enjoying it? Enjoying me going through it? Ugh.
I'm not sure you'd know a good meal if it ate you.
Being the best chef in the world means more than just culinary skills. It takes creativity. It takes panache.
And it doesn't hurt to use a little evil.
You finally get a look at what it was and they're hiding. You instantly recognize it. It's a book, just like the one you found after your encounter with the spork monster. That's the same book you found last night in the quad. Ashley immediately elbows Van Man, who hides the book behind his back. I don't know what you're talking about. This book is a family heirloom, and it contains our secret. You notice that they haven't been studying the book. They've got pop pinned to the wall. They're even tossing potato skins at him as he tries to catch him in his mouth.
We're playing.
Before you can dig in any further, you're interrupted by the arrival of more students. It's almost time for class. Beep beep. Hank must be running late. He's in such a hurry that he rolls right over Van Van's meaty foot.
Hey, watch it, you bucket of bolts.
You watch how you talk to him. He didn't do anything. Womp. Who do you think you're talking to? I've never heard such language, not even from a stand mixer. Womp womp.
No, your mother was a stand mixer.
Van Man jumps to attack Clank, but Clank shocks Van Man, sending him flying across the room. Protect me, Colonel Sanders. These crazed men are about to come to blows. I think it must be over for me. But I'm not interested in either of them. Ashley's tone completely changed in an instant. She bats her eyelashes at Colonel Sanders. Surely she must know that this is a ruse, right?
Gentlemen, hold yourselves. Save it for the arena, at least. Or don't. Honestly, what do I care? I've got lofty career aspirations to focus on.
Maybe I can help you with your business plan. Just then, Sprinkles arrives to signal the true start of the class day. He's panting, which doesn't seem that abnormal. He's a professor, but he's also a dog.
Students, please take your seats. I apologize for my late arrival. I spent the morning chasing a car all around town. My tiny legs are very, very tired. But I'm here now, and I hope you're ready to learn.
Rub his furry dog belly. He loves it. After he catches his breath, Sprinkles regains control of the classroom.
Without further ado, we'll review the global history of my favorite fowl, the chicken.
You want to pay attention to the lesson. Truly, you do.
Which is why in 1776, the signing of the Declaration of Independence was a chicken who signed their first name.
But you can't help but daydream about Colonel Sanders, and you miss most of the important parts. When you come to, Sprinkles is holding a tray of food in front of you.
Well, Shadow,
Naturally, this appears to be a simple platter. Which item do you sample? A shimmering pepper. The brightly colored pepper stands out from the other items. It sparkles in the most eye-catching way, so naturally you reach out and grab it and eat it right away. However, your body's not prepared for the heat. The pepper has triggered an intense spice hallucination that feels forever as you trip through the universe.
my friend, oh.
This guy again?
I'm here to give you an important message. Ooh. You must avenge my death and fulfill your destiny. All you must do is... I was saying you must fulfill your... do it.
I think you got some spice stuck in my throat.
It's fine, I'll work through to fulfill the prophecy. You must...
You feel yourself begin to regain consciousness.
Aw, man.
You come to and find everyone is staring at you. That pepper was the last of its kind on Earth, and now it's gone forever. I should pay better attention. You'll make mistakes. I'm sure they'll forgive you someday. Come on, it's time for lunch. Before anyone can relax, the cafeteria lights dim, and your rivals enter to make a dramatic announcement. Today's lunch will be prepared via timed competitive cook-off. The level of theatrics of these two is off the chart. Step up and tell them you're on. Bit of lunchtime competition, eh? Count me in. I have to wipe the table. If I have to wipe the tables with you fools before I set my lunch down, then so be it.
I'm not the fool, you're the fool. Good one, Van Van. I like your gumption, Shadow. I'll be watching your performance.
As things are reaching boiling point, Sprinkle steps in. Surely get a stop to this madness.
Now, students, please settle down. This is a lunchroom, not a sports court.
Finally, a little sense. You breathe a sigh of relief.
At least, not until we turn on the timer.
Uh-oh. Just then, a huge light blasts you in the face, flashing the words, "Timer ready."
That's what I'm talking about.
I stand corrected.
The hard way builds a solid foundation of confidence that cannot be swept away. And that's an original quote by me, in case anyone was wondering. I hope it's a message that lifts you to victory.
Like a diamond, I was formed under pressure, and now's my chance to shine. I'll defeat you myself.
You had his chicken, and you made mashed potatoes and gravy on day 1. And you feel like you can really impress him again here. It's time you boil some water for the potatoes. Think fast. If the timer runs down, you'll be forced to pick randomly. What temperature does water boil at? That's wrong.
What you thinking? Get your head in the game.
You season this chicken before you cook it. You don't know Colonel Sanders. You might not know all the ingredients yet, but at least you're headed in the right direction. Gratitude, absolutely. But Ashley is simply stronger and faster than you. When you were a child, your father told you to never forget where you came from. Every day you meditate on this. Oh boy. Try to shut down the noise of the arena and focus on your cooking.
I believe in you, Shadow.
He's actually cheering you on, which would be awesome, except knowing he's watching makes you totally forget what you're doing. How many spoonfuls of gravy would it take to traditional Victorian... What? What a... Woof, woof. Well, plants utilized in a kitchen battle, but sometimes that means sacrificing personal touch. But Shadow does, and a good chef needs to be touching the dough.
There's an easy way and a hard way. You don't get far by going the easy way.
You hear everyone talking, you realize how serious your error was. You immediately shove your hand in the mixer and you rescue the dough before it's overmixed. Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
What you often find is that the easy way can turn out much, much more difficult.
Well, stop what you're doing. The battle's over. Can't be. I was so close to finishing my dish.
Sweetheart, look at your hand. You simply can't go on.
Surely that makes me the winner by default.
No, it wouldn't be fair to compare the two, on account of Shadow's injury.
See, Sprinkles begin to lick his doggy chops as he locks on the dish.
But I suppose you should at least tell us what you prepared.
Well, because I'm the sweetest, I skipped straight to dessert.
Under the white chocolate dome, you find a wide array of delights, taking you on a journey, flavor that takes you his gut and tell the story of excellence. Oh shit! Tachi, thank you for the raid. Hold on a second. Hold on a second, everybody. Shout out at Tachi. Welcome. Shout out at Tachi. I didn't get the notification, my bad. I was since I'm in cutscene mode and I'm just kind of like doing this this way, I didn't see chat happen. Hello and welcome. I hope Warhammer went well. Welcome everybody. We're playing I Love You, Colonel Sanders, a finger-licking good visual novel. And we're on day 2 out of 3 so far. I think I might have to chop this down into multiples parts.
I was going to ask Shadow to do the honor, but since you're injured, I'm afraid that pouring this creamer of delicate hot chocolate sauce might be too difficult. Colonel Sanders, if you wouldn't mind lending me your strong, steady hand.
Colonel Sanders pours the hot chocolate sauce on top of the dome, causing it to melt away, revealing the ingredients hidden within. Inside, you'll find a... Oh wait, shit.
Inside, you'll find a delicate fried cheese croquette atop a slice of honeycomb, ice cream, 2 ways, tender nougat, and pearls of blueberry galette.
Lovely. That looks delicious.
Colonel Sanders seems intrigued, but perhaps not impressed as he dips his finger into the chocolate sauce.
Simplicity isn't your strong suit, is it, Ashley?
Oh, you?
As he places a sauce-covered finger into his lips, Ashley leans over and whispers something into his ear. A dab of sauce sticks to his mustache. I'll internalize the rage. Your rage burns so intensely within your eyes that they burst into flames. Flames cause your eyebrows to catch fire and turn to ash. Then they fall off your face, which means people will have a hard time understanding your emotions for the rest of the semester, perhaps forever. Embarrassed and ashamed by your poor performance, not to mention your crispy fried brow, you run for the quad to be alone. The beautiful weather feels like an insult inside of you. A storm rages.
It's Colonel Sanders. He's probably here to tell you that he and Ashley are in love and have decided to get married. And he won't even ask you to cater his wedding, because you're a terrible chef and an awful person. You try to hide from him, but he approaches you directly.
I know you're hurting right now. Not just from the devastating loss, but from that run of the mixer and that small fire. We should get that checked out.
I'm fine. Can't you just leave me alone? I'm a loser. I'm not fit to fill your fryer. I'll never be a master chef.
Failure is a part of life. Not just for you, but for all of us. You think I've never failed at anything before?
That's exactly what I think.
Well, think again. I wasn't always the man you see before you. Enrolled in culinary school, incredibly handsome, successful, motivated. Well, handsome, sure, I was born that way. But I walked other paths and arrived at dead ends. I was passionate about life, but I failed as an obstetrician. I was passionate about justice, but I failed as a lawyer. I was passionate about livestock, but I even failed as a mule handler. That one was especially humiliating. Mules can be so cruel. I didn't know. People see my delicate ribbon tie and my well-kept beard and assume that I've got it all together, which is true now, but it hasn't always been.
Sounds like this guy could really use a hug.
I resolved then that I was going to amount to something. No amount of hours, labor, or money would deter me from giving the best I had to give.
As Colonel Sanders changes focus, you can see something ignite inside of him. A burning passion.
One has to remember that every failure can be a stepping stone to something better. My new dream is pure. It's honest. It's something that a humble man in a crisp white suit can be proud of. I'll create a new chain of chicken restaurants that'll bring joy to the entire world and make up for my past misdeeds.
Yay.
Just as your moment grows intimate, you're interrupted by a threatening, shadowy presence. Battle scarred from the night before, you prepare for the worst. It's the spork monster. Borko? It is I. I know I said I wouldn't be back, but after the whole fight to the death thing, maybe you don't really want to see me anymore, but I just want to say that I was wrong to attack you and I apologize. I know that it's like having to always look over your shoulder. Monster problems, am I right? Oh, thanks, Borko. I'm glad there are no hard feelings. Getting jumped by a giant creature in the dark of night can really rile a person up. I also want to apologize for the way I switched right into attack mode. I know that you're strong, and cooking school can put a person under a lot of stress. I actually used to go to this school. I wasn't always a spork monster, you see. I don't believe it. You were human once? Well, no. I was a golden retriever, but I was still a student. Until one day, some mean kids with a magic spell book cast a dark enchantment on me, and I was forever transformed. A magic spell book. Precisely. A procured copy for myself, but somewhere along the way, I've lost it. If you find such a book, I beg of you, respect it. You're a powerful chef, and shouldn't rely on dark and evil magic. No, you should be protecting the innocent from those who would cheat them through sorcery and guile. If you need me, no fear, I will be here. Nice.
Sounds like there are some bad cooks in the kitchen. Laugh. Shadow. Together, I am sure we can defeat them. Come back to my hideaway and we can discuss.
A personal invite? Can't imagine what Colonel Sanders' home must be like. It sounds like you're about to find out.
That baby photo in the background. Alright, yeah, I think I'm gonna forego this one being my visuals. I think I'm gonna forego that 100%. Really quick, I'm gonna take a moment to pause here. Just first off, thank you Tachi again for the raid. Thank you. Also Tiger, welcome to the stream. I hope you're doing well. Actually, you know what? Let me give everybody shout outs here. So first shout out at Tachi so that we can get them through. I'm gonna also give a shout out to at Natako, another fellow streamer, been our day one. Been there for a long time. Gonna give a shout out to Tiger, another wonderful streamer and creator, where if you enjoy open world survival games or horror games, make sure to give them a follow, alright? So yeah. So sorry if I haven't really been chatting the chat when it comes to visual novels. We're in the zone, we're like, you know, we're doing this, we're experiencing this story, so yes. I hope you all have been enjoying this so far, like this has been a lot of fun. I was not expecting to be so invested in this, and like, it's been a minute, and like, I really do enjoy doing reading and doing voices and just experiencing stories, yeah. So, I hope you all have been enjoying this so far too. For posterity's sake, on the recording side, this is gonna be my pause of like, hey, if you're new here, welcome to the channel, welcome to the stream. We are Shadow, or formerly on the YouTube channel Shadow Wulf Gaming. I might switch that soon enough to Shadow Wulf 82, who knows, but it is as it is. We are a gamer, nonetheless. Gamer of all kinds. We play everything under the sun, whether it's an FPS, a puzzle, a visual novel, you name it, we play it. If there's anything you'd like us to see in our Let's Plays, or what have you, let us know, alright? So, I'll take a moment to sidetrack here, and I just want to do a little thing and talk about Colonel Sanders as a figure, right? Why is this music way too epic? Hold on a minute. So, yeah, back when we were working in sales, they would always tell us the story of Colonel Sanders and just like his rise to success. So like, this is just like another interpretation of that, but also I was not expecting this visual novel to be this fucking good. So yes, I believe this game is free to play on Steam, so if you want to get it and you want to experience the story yourself, go for it. Like, yeah, hold on. A finger licking. Yeah, it's free to play. It's free to play. So if you want to play this yourself, definitely check it out. And with that, we're gonna go right back into cutscene mode. This is actually a short game, so we can play this one all the way through. So yes.
Stepping inside Sanders' home, surrounded by his things, you start to feel a special bond with him. It looks like you live such an exciting life, Colonel Sanders.
Every day can be an adventure if you approach it with the right attitude. Long ago, I made the decision to never stop searching, never stop working, never stop imagining. Have you been working on any new recipes of your own lately? I'm always excited to talk about food with another ambitious chef.
Well, there is something. It's just a side dish that I've been tinkering with, trying to find the right balance of flavors and textures, but I'm not sure I've nailed it yet. But I'm close. Colonel Sanders' eyes perk up as he starts to wonder what dish you might be describing. It's meant to pair with something spicy or something crispy. Both, perhaps? Now you've got him right where you want him. Should you reveal your new creation to him, or keep it a secret just for you? I'll reveal it. You decide that you're as ready as you'll ever be to share your original cooking with Colonel Sanders. Or you can talk yourself out of it. You decide to dive head first. You reach into your lunch bag for a special dish that you've been keeping on ice all day. I present to you my original coleslaw. The shredded cabbage dish glistens in the light of Colonel Sanders' looks hideaway.
Magnificent.
Together, you chow down on the creamy slaw until it's just a spoonful remains in the bowl.
Do you mind if I hold on to the last bite?
I like to have it around so that I can admire its taste later and think back on this moment. You could offer to make him more, but he seems like a very sentimental kind of guy. Sure, why not?
Please, make yourself comfortable. I'll be back in just a moment.
You realize that now would be the perfect time to do some snooping. Around the room are various items that you can look closer at. Each item seems more to radiate memories and emotions. Tap on an item to discover more about the Colonel. An adorable little baby boy crawls across the floor. From the goatee and mustache combo he sports, you can figure out that he must be Colonel Sanders himself. That, or maybe it's just it's the drumstick he seems to be waving like a rattle. Who frames a baby picture of just themselves? Not the same type of person who would make their own face the logo of the company they founded, am I right? This must be where he keeps a secret recipe. Think for a moment, what number is important? Then it dawns on you. As soon as you dial 11, a single note.
Can chicken be prepared? Can chicken be prepared sashimi style? No.
The photo appears to be of Colonel Sanders, except he's an old man visiting the pyramids in Egypt? Maybe that's where he's discovered one of the secret herbs and spices. I want to see all the things here. One of the framed photos shows an old man who looks like a little bit like Colonel Sanders, standing with a friend. They hold fried chicken drumsticks and appear to be cheersing them. Closer, there's a short inscription. I wonder who my friend Pete is. Take a closer look at the large urn sitting on a nearby pedestal. There's a plaque on it. It's dusty. When you wipe it off, you can read the inscription. It says, "Here lie the ashes of all my past careers and business failures." Poor guy. Out the window, across the vast lake and mountain range beyond. Just then a ghost of a student pops up. Thinking about heading out into the world in the quest to avenge my death? Wait, what? I never learned your name. Why would I avenge you? I'm just telling you right now. Can't you see I'm in the middle of something? You open the window, a crack, and the ghost of the student is swept out with a breeze. A scented candle. You pick it up and try to identify the smell. Power tool? Freshly starched collar? Piece of wood floating in a lake? Summer of '69? No, it's one of the secret recipe ingredients. It's... oh my god. It's a beard comb. A lock of silver hair is woven through the teeth of the comb. On further inspection, you realize that the hair there isn't just a silvery color. It's actually made of spun silver. Oh my god. There's a very realistic stuffed chicken sitting on the corner of the table. When you pick it up, you realize it isn't just very realistic. It is real. Taxidermy. Must have been important to Colonel Sanders when it was alive. A little note clipped in the chicken's foot reads, "The true state bird of the great state of Kentucky." Lovely. You open the door to Colonel Sanders' closet and find a row of his signature white suits hanging within. Take one off its coat hanger and try it on. The jacket is a bit big for you, but it's soft and comfortable. You give yourself a deep hug, breathing in his scent. They say that home is where the heart is, and is this what they meant? Before you can look any further, you hear Colonel Sanders returning. He has a new dish that he has been working on. He wants you to taste it. You're trying to act casual until he asks why you're wearing his jacket.
I don't usually loan those out, but I must say, it does look good on you.
Oh crap, the jacket. We gotta take it off. Ooh. Ah, yes, the taste of salmonella. Fess up.
I think I've developed feelings for you. I might be developing feelings for you too, but I'm concerned. I can't let anything get in the way of my dreams. Overwhelmed, you take off the jacket and run for the door. The thought of leaving Colonel in the midst of such an emotional breakthrough gives you a pause and you stop yourself. Colonel? Yeah, Shadow? I honestly think this might be the beginning of something wonderful. I think you're right. We should take things slow. Talk late into the night and drift into summer. Aw, cute. Dream sequence!
Amazing.
You awake to a beautiful morning in Colonel Sanders' hideaway. Did you make the right decision on how to respond to Colonel Sanders? Only time will truly tell. Today's a day that could change the rest of your life. You think about the new secret ingredient you just learned about. Blank. In some jurisdictions, blank isn't even legal. But if the recipe is a secret, how would they know? Your thoughts are interrupted when Colonel Sanders emerges into the room. He's holding a gorgeously plated breakfast, and your mouth waters at the sight of it.
Here's a simple breakfast I just whipped up.
It's meticulous. You taste Colonel Sanders' food, and it takes you on a journey. When you return, he's waiting for you to ask an important question.
So, Would you say that we're the perfect match?
How presumptuous.
My cuisine and your taste buds, that is.
Such confidence, such grace. Could he be the world's greatest gift to cookery? I'm gonna take him down a peg. It's good, but my mom made better. Colonel, I know what you're going to say. I need to be better if I'm going to leave my mark on this world. A single tear begins to pool in the corner of his eye as he gazes out the window.
And with the right business partner, I know I can't fail.
Business partner? Could he be talking to you? It's all happening so quickly. Overcome with emotion and confused by your feelings, you're on the verge of tears, unable to speak. The only answer you can find is to run out the door and go home. So there's one more day of school. Wait, can I go back? Can I go back? I can't go back. No, wait, hold on. Whoa. Whoa, what is this? Okay, hold on. I was not expecting this. Okay, good. I can go back and stuff. Academy for Learning waits for no one. You get home and you find something very surprising. Your best friend's still there waiting for you. Where have you been? Because I had one heck of a night. I've been desperate to talk to you about it, but I couldn't find you. I got worried that something bad happened to you. It's okay, I was just... But now it turns out you're fine. I can finally get you up to speed on the Saga of Miriam. Sure, but... You'll not believe what happened to me after school yesterday. I went on a date. I think I can believe that. Since I've been partnered up with Clank, he asked me to go out with him. Of course I told him. You better keep your dials turned to polite and respectful. I'm not that kind of girl. But he was just interested in spending some one-on-one time together and getting to know me, so I said, sure, yeah, sure. I'm gonna get to know the metallic guy. Long story short, he took me skydiving with his friends, but things quickly spiraled out of control. Did she just say skydiving? As if that's a typical first date to go on with a talking pressure cooker. I'm not really sure where we stand. You don't give Miriam time to tell her the whole story, however. Bottling up the details of your own night is just too much to bear. And I went on a date too. Back to Colonel Sanders' house, where I spent the night with him. You what? Nothing happened, but the emotional connection. Wowzers. Miriam offers to support you no matter what you do. Together with your bestie, you feel like you can do anything. When you arrive at school, you encounter your rivals in the quad. You can tell from a distance they're picking on Pop, though he himself might not quite grasp that fact. Because, you know, he's Pop.
What's a swirly? It sounds delicious.
Oh, it's great. I'll already one up right away.
I'll have my swirly with sprinkles, please. Sprinkles is a dog and a treat.
Aww.
You can get your swirly dip too. Why don't you pick on someone your own size?
Because I'm literally the biggest person at this school.
There's that one horse that Colonel Sanders rides to school. But who would dare pick on such a gentle and beautiful creature?
You've got some nerve, Shadow, suggesting I pick on a defenseless horse.
Now you're twisting my words, and I won't have it. You clench your fist, but the injury from yesterday's mixer accident makes you wince with pain.
Doesn't look like you can go on cooking like that. Might as well just give up.
I'll never give up. Ever. Colonel Sanders arrives just as it appears things are close to boiling over. A naturally intuitive person, he senses that something has been going on. Is everyone excited for the final day of school? Shadow, how's that hand feeling? I'm sure he'll be back in fighting form by this afternoon.
Aren't you concerned about my hands, Colonel? Yesterday I almost broke a nail, winning so hard.
Technically, I don't believe a winner is decided, but your presentation was quite impressive.
What is he doing complimenting her?
But what about the flavor of my delicate, warm, gooey chocolate sauce?
It was clear that you're passionate about how your food is received.
That's a lot of words to say it was bland.
Excuse me, Shadow. I'm more than capable enough to speak for myself.
Maybe you could tell me more about your thoughts when we walk into class, Colonel.
I'm always interested in discussing the fine art of fine foods. See you inside, Shadow.
Annoyed by how Colonel Sanders' inability to see Ashley for who you know she really is, you walk across the quad to get some distance, in an attempt to distract yourself from how slighted you feel by that interaction with Ashley.
You take out the spell book you recovered yesterday and start flipping through the pages. Whoa, what's that book? It looks like bad news. It's just something I found lying around. It would appear to be some sort of grimoire, but I don't really believe in that magic stuff. A grimoire? Like a book of spells? I don't know. Who would spend much time decorating a magic book if it weren't really powerful? I can think of one surefire way to find out. It would a page covered with warnings. Cast only in case of extreme emergency. It says around the corners of the page. I could use a spell here that says it will release anyone I choose from all my memories. If I scrub out Colonel Sanders, it would probably help me focus better on the upcoming final exam. That is way drastic. Couldn't you maybe do something else, like not rooted in dark magic? Maybe tie a string around your finger? Okay, fine, it is drastic, but desperate times call for desperate measures. A memory erasing spell sitting right in front of you, and a pretty good excuse to try it out. No. Take your friend's advice and put the book away. It's almost time for class. Sprinkles is already in the room, waiting for students to arrive. He clears his voice and makes a quick announcement.
I want you all to know, I feel something of a dog moment coming on, but I assure you, it's nothing to be afraid of.
His cute little nose scrunches up and he begins to breathe quickly. Wait to see what happens. Sprinkles stops in his tracks and he focuses on the window. The room is deadly silent. When you follow his gaze, you see a tiny orange squirrel perched on a cherry tree outside. Sprinkles turns feral and runs to the window outside of the classroom and is barking uncontrollably at the squirrel outside.
Terrence! I told you never come back here! Terrence, I will destroy you! Terrence!
Sprinkles is barking ferociously, drool flying off his face. The squirrel looks over, but he doesn't have anything to say back. You wonder, is that even a talking squirrel? Who named him Terrence?
You'd better not show your chubby cheeks around here ever again!
After Sprinkles is satisfied that his presence has been felt by not only Terrence and any other squirrel in hearing distance, he turns to his professional tone.
I apologize for that outburst. This actually brings up an important point. Thank you, Shadow, for reminding me to dole out this indispensable bit of wisdom. You see,
if we can go any further, Miriam's love drama spills over into the class. Sprinkles is interrupted by words and sparks coming from the back of the room.
I told you to save it for after class. You think I want to be thrown from a plane strapped to a stranger?
Miriam and Clank appear to be arguing, but you still haven't learned to speak Clank's language with mechanical noises. But no! You show off your cool kid friends Jeff and Joan, J&J forever. Watch us form a triangle in midair as we descend. Triangles are the strongest shape, don't you know? Yeah, well that doesn't make it a great date. Then take Jeff and Joan with you. You can all hold hands while you pedal down the mountain off a cliff for all I care. Aw. Uh-oh. No amount of seasoning is going to make me want to eat that Clank. Clank works out a completely deep-fried sneaker. Considering that he himself has wheels, not feet, it's not entirely clear where that came from. In terms of deep-fried footwear, I guess it looks okay. Clank slowly rolls out of the room to be alone with his shoe. Everyone tries to pretend like they didn't see that entire thing go down. Nothing like a loud public breakup to cast a pall over the final day of school.
Well, that was unfortunate, but we mustn't be distracted from what lies ahead. The final competition showdown challenge exam. I'm still working on the title, but I think you get it. Test time approaches. See you all in the arena.
Before you can think about your upcoming competition, there's a very beautiful soul nearby in need of a pep talk. Hey Miriam, are you okay? Okay? I'm so mad I can smash a tiny bug, spilling several droplets of hot cocoa all over the floor. How could he embarrass me in class like that? In front of everyone! Your tiny cocoa is a delicious treasure. So you know that this breakup is no joke. Even if the source of her frustration is such a silly boy. I know that you know this, but I'm gonna say it out loud. You don't need anyone. Me and you, we're gonna cruise through this final test and hit the carpool lane to Success City. Miriam brightens up, imagining the wind rushing through her short bangs, but she hesitates to embrace the feeling all the way. You're not gonna saddle up a Colonel Sanders stallion and ride off into the sunset without me? course not. Well, maybe, sorta, but I'm sure there's a pony out there with your name on it, and a ranch big enough for both of us, and whoever else we want to bring along. If it's not Pop or Clank or anyone else you meet today, tomorrow, or this whole year, so what? You're a special person who shouldn't settle for the first someone to show a little interest, anyhow. Miriam gives you a big hug and wipes the tears from her cheeks. I should really review my menu for today. I want to make a very special soup. And I bet Professor Dog is gonna love it up. While you were prep talking Miriam, you completely missed lunch, but that's okay. You had a better idea of how to spend your time before your exam. Decided to head to the arena early to practice a dish. That is it. Location of your final challenge, a test of will, a test of courage, a test of talent. And a chance to beat the pants off Van Van and the supposed Man-Man and his eviler counterpart Ashley. As planned, you begin to run through a quick test of a recipe you've been working on. Shadow's famous chicken pot pie. After practicing for months, making this dish comes second nature to you, and you're able to quickly get a fresh pot pie in the oven. But as soon as you do, your cram session is quickly interrupted by Colonel Sanders.
Shadow, what are you doing here? There's still time before the final exam.
Oh, just taking it all in. I'm big into visualizing success, and I'm looking at my station and picturing victory. The pot pie has begun to bake, and the smell is slowly filling the space around you.
Visualizing, huh? That's too bad. I was hoping you were here cooking something delicious.
You'd usually happily share your food with anyone who is hungry, but the last time you let Colonel Sanders get in your head, it cost you a cook-off. You decide that it's time to put your cooking above your romantic desires, but that decision gets hard to stick when oven timer goes up behind you. Okay, you got me. I'm doing a little bit more than visualizing.
I know. My nose can smell a pot pie from 400 yards.
It's an oddly specific distance, but you'd expect nothing less from such an oddly specific man. You knew it was a pot pie just from the smell?
Not just a pot pie, but a chicken pot pie with an all butter crust.
God, this is making me hungry too. Get some good sleep, Taco. Thanks for hanging out. Oh no, is it burning?
No. I can smell what it's made with just a heaping of TLC. But it'll probably start burning in a second if you don't pull it out.
The moment of truth. That looks bomb, actually. Oh man, that looks really good. Sorry, hold on a second. Alright, really quick before we continue. So, something fun that my friend does that I know about. So our good friend Tricky, who's been a long-time friend and supporter of the channel, he is a baker, right? And he always tells me about the pot pies that he makes, and like I really do want to try like what Australian like pot pies taste like, cause like I've never really been a fan for pot pies, or like never really tried them, cause like we in my house we don't really get that kind of stuff, so I don't really experience this. So in KFC, like, how is the KFC chicken pot pies? I've never tried those. So like, and watching, tell me in the comment section below or live on stream. Like, tell me about them. Tell me about them. What do you like about them? This looks good. Would you try this? I'd try this. This looks good. This looks good. But yeah. Wow.
That's the best pot pie I've ever tasted. I've always loved country cooking. I could eat this all day.
There's no time left. The final showdown is about to begin. Sprinkles lays down the ground rules.
There are no rules. That is, except to cook with everything you've got.
You step off for the cook-off of a lifetime. You decide that mac and cheese plus the pot pie you've been practicing are just the dishes that'll push you over the edge to victory. Meanwhile, both Van Van and Ashley are prepping wildly elaborate dishes per their usual over-the-top selves. Miriam has her giant magnifying glass and several sets of tweezers. He's definitely prepared to go big on going small. Colonel Sanders seems to be harnessing his 11 herbs and spices, but he's trying to find a way to improve something perfect. His original recipe, trademark fried chicken.
The intensity in the room starts a full 10 out of 10 with a frenzy of action. Everyone's calling out really cool special cooking moves that they prepare their food. Oh, this is getting serious. This is like Shokugeki. If you haven't, really quick, if you haven't seen Shokugeki, please do watch it. For the English translation, Shokugeki is Food Wars. Yeah, it's that. This is basically, it takes like the proper like visual novel plus the gumption of Colonel Sanders and KFC and the history of it plus Shokugeki. I love it. Colonel Sanders batters his chicken as it levitates through the air. Egg wash. Miriam fiercely injects ingredients into an itty-bitty pot of broth.
Best friend batter blaster.
Dan then flexes his pectorals as he chops open a sea urchin.
Let's rock and roid.
Ashley scoops her pastries off a tray with lightning speed.
Shallow personality spatula.
Even Clank gets in on it. 5-dial pressure point chicken cooking technique. Wait, did Clank learn to speak English? It's a singularity as we foretold. We mustn't let it happen. Or the appliance uprising will take us all. Self-destruct. Van quickly unplugs his crank and rolls him out the back door of the arena. You frantically prepare your dish. You notice Ashley and her spellbook out. Has her spellbook out. Is she going to use some dark magic to turn the tide? You've got a book of your own, and you're desperate not to see her win another battle. Should you take this opportunity to fight magic with magic, even if it's almost certainly evil magic? Do it the hard way. You use magic when you've got passion. I'm going to do it the hard way. Colonel Sanders sees that you've chosen to win on your own terms, and he gives you a subtle wink from across the room. I believe in you, Shadow. Miriam notices too. I've always believed in you, Shadow. Since we were little kids, because I'm your best friend forever. You turn to notice that Miriam is at your station cheering for you. What about your dish? If you're here cheering, who's cooking? Tiny food, short cook time. I'm actually already done. So I'd help you. Oh wow, that's sweet, but you toss a handful of spices directly onto your boiling noodles. That's the secret ingredient. However, she doesn't know that you lied. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. The watery noodles begin to... Uh-oh. It is I, Steve, the spork monster. Steve, what happened to Borko? You're not here to battle me, are you? We spork monsters here are many. I think Borko had the day off, but you have conjured Steve. I hate to battle. So I'd say you're doing pretty alright. Oh, you're in the middle of a cooking competition. I love this stuff. It's better than TV. You crazy kids and your culinary skills really impress me. Mind if I hang out? I'm sorry, Steve, but I'm kind of in the middle of something. Do you mind? Steve the spork monster notices you got the grimoire stashed beneath your cooking station. I see what you're up to. Crisscross the magical items and accidentally summon me, huh? Yeah, you guessed it. Sorta. If you're here, would you mind tossing some fresh noodles in a pot of salted water? I'd love to. I always want to be on Top Chef. Actually, you know, when I was just a little spork pup back in my old country, you feel spork monster winding up to tell a very long and involved story. You don't know exactly where they came from, but it seems like it was probably lonely there. Actually, you know what? Maybe you could watch from the stands. I really need to focus on this competition. I understand. It's like the time in monster school that I'd fallen asleep during scare tactics in class and I woke up. He tosses a serious stare at Steve and he takes the hint. Never mind, I'll tell you later. Good luck. Time to suffer this huge setback. You don't know how to never win. Summon extra power from deep within yourself. I can do this. I came here to win. Your hair turns mac and cheese orange. As the mac and cheese orange's culinary energy flows through your hair. My body is pure. My hands are steady. My taste buds have been preparing their entire life's work. Oh yes, Shadow, you are the chosen. You will avenge me. Oh my god. Inspiring monologue. Sorry. My heart is pure. My hands are steady. My taste buds have been preparing their entire lives for this moment. I'll show the world my cookery. You can levitate off the ground, energy course through your body. And within this power, you can do anything to turn back time, which would be super useful because you were powering up chicken pot pie overcooked in the oven and can't be served. Don't worry. You've suffered some setbacks, but all will last. Colonel Sanders said that you've earned his support. I've been watching you today, and I must say, I'm truly impressed. You've been thinking on your feet and rolling with the punches. He steps up to your station and stands right beside you. I'm here to help. All you've managed to make is mac and cheese, and time's almost up, so you're going to need it. Colonel Sanders, what about the test? What will happen to you? What about the rules? Following the rules has never been my thing. I follow my heart. What a guy. Colonel Sanders unfolds a delicate white towel to reveal the most delicious fried chicken tenders you've ever laid your eyes on. And besides, sometimes unexpected combinations can have surprising effects that surpass their individual efforts. Are you suggesting if you combine forces we can form the perfect food union? Time's up, students. The time expired. It's the moment everyone has been waiting for. You must now prepare your dishes. A handful of students stand tall, but the class seems incomplete. It seems we're missing some students. Pop? Clank? From off screen you hear a pure and innocent giggle that can only come from one student.
I'm flying.
Sounds like it's coming from the broom closet over there. Miriam, would you mind? Inside the closet, you see Pop hanging on a broom hook by the elastic of his underpants.
Pop, get down from there right now.
Let me guess. Did Van Van have something to do with this?
When someone asks for a wedgie, who am I to refuse?
I thought a wedgie was a salad.
It looks like Pop is eliminated from the challenge, seeing how he didn't cook anything.
I can't feel my legs. May I be excused?
Sure. You kids and your pranks, I must say, it's not the worst prank in USCSALA history, but it's not exactly yearbook material. Wait a second, pranks, Clank! Where did that pressure cooker roll off to?
You wait to hear a signature whir, beep, or other onomatopoeia, but there is none.
Somehow he must have gotten unplugged. I guess we'll have to figure that out later. That leaves only 4 remaining students. Please, collect your final projects. Yes, it has been a long semester.
Wow, 3 whole days long.
But after days of hard work, the time has come for me to eat. Miriam, please step forward. Now describe your dish.
I've made tender udon noodles and tiny and savory soup. That is so cute!
My word, it's so delicate. Is that a teeny tiny Naruto Maki I spy afloat in its itty bitty bowl? Yes, chef. Please, call me Sprinkles. Chef is my father's name.
Yes, Sprinkles, and some green tea made from baby tea leaves that I picked myself. Sprinkles carefully sniffs around the dish before opening his mouth, and letting just the tip of his pink dog tongue dip into the bowl.
Sublime. Would anyone else like a taste? Oh, come on, I'm not one of those dogs who doesn't floss. I even have a really cute electric toothbrush for dogs. Fine, I'll enjoy it all by myself.
In a flash, the entire meal has been devoured. It took much. It was less than a thimble's worth of soup.
A+. Rarely do I taste a dish with as much love poured into it as yours.
Miriam is overjoyed. She gives you a huge hug. Thank you, Shadow, for helping with for everyone helping me believe myself. Then,
Van, you're up. Now describe your dish.
I made
uni over smooth egg custard and an axe-hone urchin shell, topped with a caviar. Did you skewer one type of urchin with spines from a second, different colored type of urchin? Yes, Sprinkles. A bit much, don't you think? That's exactly why I did it. A bit much is my brand. Doesn't it look cool?
Sprinkles leans in to sniff the uni, but can't get his nose close enough on account of all the spikes. He begins to paw at it erratically, causing the custard to slosh around.
Please, be gentle with my cuisine.
Then Sprinkles goes all in, tongue first, but he can't get past all the needles. He reels back as his tongue is poked around and prodded.
My tongue!
Professor appears to be having an allergic reaction to the sting.
I keep my tongue.
A stunning turn of events. Who would have thought that serving food in a bowl made of needles would make it difficult to eat? Dejected, Van Van does not go into gentle into the night.
Disqualified for glamour.
Don't
This isn't the last you've heard of me.
For forcing us to endure the swollen tongue for another moment, Sprinkles seriously laps up a bowl of milk.
I know. Yeah, I'm a dog and I drink milk. Get over it. Sometimes it helps calm my agitated tongue. Next student, Ashley. It's time to step up. Now describe your dish.
I made orange blossom Turkish delight and a light rosewater syrup topped with French meringue, connected by sugar glass.
Sugar glass, you say? Sugar glass.
That actually doesn't sound too bad.
Indeed. It's quite delightful. However, I'd ask that you please refrain from eating it or attempting to taste it in any way. It's very fragile and meant to be a display piece.
Don't eat the food at a cooking school?
Got toast in your ears or something, Shadow? I told you, it's a display piece.
Ashley, I must say it is beautiful. However, this is a cooking competition at a cooking school.
Yeah, which is why I cooked it. An extremely good job at cooking it too. And I realized that we're gonna have an eating exam. Why don't we judge on eating? I go to College of Eating School for the Hungry. I suppose you could smell it? If he's absolutely insisted, but don't breathe too hard, you might disrupt the sugar spiral.
If the food cannot be eaten, it cannot be judged. You are disqualified.
Rage overtakes Ashley and she finally cannot keep her two-faced routine up.
He wouldn't know high-end cuisine if it cooked you.
With that, Ashley storms off to rededicate herself to being the best, but this time without being shackled by trying to be fake nice like to everyone.
This isn't the last you heard of me either.
If this class gets much smaller, I'll be teaching myself.
You and Colonel Sanders, the final cooks, step up together.
2 chefs?
Wow. What began as a bowl of delicious mac and cheese has become something else.
Has become something else.
Oh, that looks good. Fuck, that looks good.
He examines it closely, sniffing and eyeing the bowl. Uh-oh, I don't have a good feeling about this. From somewhere in the room, a literal drumroll plays.
And just when thought I've seen everything in this kitchen, you've given me this thing. And completely blow me away in my 49 dog years of life.
Wait, 49. 7 years old. Ah, I see.
I have never tasted anything so delicious and perfectly balanced. It's so delicious, in fact, that everyone passes the class. You pass, and you pass, and you get a pass.
Everyone gathers around and partakes of the mac and cheese bowl. They'll seem to transcend this reality into another dimension. You win. Together, you and Colonel Sanders have made a new menu item. The new menu item is so impressive that even Van and Ashley are drawn back in by its magnetic fragrance. When they gaze upon your mac and cheese bowl, they admit that you are indeed an excellent chef. Sprinkles declares that you have passed. Everyone has passed. There was supposed to be more battles, but come on. How could they be better than this one? Now that the school year is complete and everyone has graduated, the students return for one last assignment, to get their groove on. The cafeteria has been completely redecorated in order to serve as the site of the school's graduation dance. Compared to the massive, high-tech cooking arena, the humble decor seems downright cute and cozy.
Nice.
DJ Dog in the house.
Okay, hold on. I gotta get a screenshot of this. That's adorable.
You knew that Sprinkles was a master chef, but also a world-renowned turntablist? Who says you can't teach an old dog new tricks?
Nice. I like this.
Van and Ashley tell everyone that they've committed themselves to righting wrongs they did while they were the villains. For a moment, you actually believe them.
Not another haunting. No ghosts allowed at graduation. It's clearly written in the school's bylaws.
I was never actually a ghost. It was all a trick to get finally noticed me.
Oh, amusing.
Now everyone's together. It's a spork monster. He's totally mellowed out. Everyone, the spork monster is no more. From here on out, I prefer that everyone refer to me by my new name, Party Monster. He tries to finish what he had to say, but everyone's too wrapped up in talking to Party Monster. The dejected student walks off. Aw, cute. Maybe things didn't work out for Miriam romantically, but she found the love in her cooking, and you know that she's gonna do great. A red carpet rolls out across the floor of the ballroom. It's like a Hollywood movie premiere. Who could command such an entrance? It's Pop. He's arrived late to the dance, but apparently for good reason. Walking the carpet, you see perched atop his dirty chef's hat. A crown?
Welcome back, Pop. I know you weren't able to complete the final exam and accept your diploma, so we had it mailed directly to your father. We figured it was the least we could do for the school's dean.
Oh, now I get it.
And we got a new wing in the school. Not to mention the honor of educating the son of the chancellor of such and such.
The music at the dance is interrupted by the sound of sparking and electrical hissing. It's Clank, who's arrived late to the dance. Oh, cute. Now that I have graduated, I can reveal my truth. Whoa, he's still doing the talking thing. I am Clank, and I am not of this earth. I'm actually from a faraway planet in another dimension. What? What? I actually feel like I knew it this whole time. Now that I have learned the ways of your kind, I must return. Miriam, will you come with me? I don't know what to say. Besides, no, obviously. I just begun to learn who I really am. This isn't the time for me to devote my life to figuring out who you are, Clank. You're blown away by Miriam's maturity. It's pretty clear that she has managed to surpass you in that regard. I understand, kind of. Humans are weird. Portal opens up and Clank disappears through it. Finally, Colonel Sanders arrives.
Howdy, classmates.
Nice. I like that he's got the pen and the little bucket. I like this casual look. I like this casual look. Oh my god. Casual Sanders.
Just like the first day you met him, he has come prepared to feed the entire class. However, it's not enough to just give them a bucket of chicken. It's a full meal.
Jesus Christ. This is the most elaborate This is the most elaborate KFC advertisement ever, and I'm all here for it. I'm gonna have to send this to my parents. They're gonna love this. Like, this is way too good. I'm sure my mom would get a kick out of this. After I finish uploading this, Mom, I'm gonna send this video to you. I hope you enjoy it.
Now, I didn't get to be the most famous chicken man in the history of chicken and man by not reminding people to go out and buy my chicken.
Amazing! I was right. This is the end of it. Oh no, it's not the end.
As everyone feasts on their delicious chicken dinner, Colonel Sanders finds you sitting at the edge of the dance floor.
Shadow, what are you doing sitting all alone?
Oh, you know. Oh no, shit! I didn't see that.
Oh no! Hold on. Go back.
I wonder, might you tell me what are the qualities that you'd expect to find in such a lucky person?
Off the top of my head, I don't know. A spicy musk, a tidy goatee, and a degree from a University of Cooking School Academy for Learning, just to name a few.
It truly is my lucky day. Would you dance with me?
Yes, I'd love to. As you glide across the dance floor hand in hand with Colonel Sanders, the future stretches out in front of you.
And once my 100th franchise is up and running, I'll be ready to take a day off. I'll be glad to spend it together with you, Shadow.
How sweet. We'll work together and play together. Colonel Sanders stops dead in his tracks. Work together.
Well, I think this is something I'll just need to do by myself.
I'll help you, but who will help you run your restaurants?
I don't believe I need help. Besides, based on your time at school here, do you think running a restaurant's the best path forward?
Could it be you found a love connection, but have failed to earn Colonel Sanders' respect as a chef? Can you live with only half of him? Will you be able to endure sharing him with his other love? The life of an entrepreneur?
I suppose I could enroll at pastry school. Oh, my dear Shadow. I'm sure you'll find your place eventually. And along the way, you'll have me by your side.
The end. Yay! Alright, cool. Now we have the end. Yay.
Alright, well, that was I Love You, Colonel Sanders, a finger-looking good dating simulator. And there was that intro that I didn't get a chance to record because the game was still rendering, and yeah. I was not expecting this game to be that good, honestly, for an advertisement. For an advertisement game like this, this was way better than I expected it to be. This was actually published by KFC, so this is legitimately by KFC. This is really good. Oh my god. Alright. Yep. Honestly, I give this game a 10 out of 10. I give this game a 10 out of 10 if I had to give it a rating. The writing was good, the personality was great, the history of Colonel Sanders, like, actually, like, again, so, like I said earlier in the stream, or the video, whichever way this is gonna roll out, is that when I worked in sales, like, when I was working in sales, we were taught entrepreneurship, and entrepreneurship, one of the biggest ones was Colonel Sanders, and so, like, when he was selling his chicken, he was selling it door to door. Go figure. And then slowly he built up a restaurant and went from there. And built the whole franchise. So, like, this actually does hold some of that story. See, this is what happens when you take a story of the public domain and turn it into something awesome. So this is the kind of thing you can do with Steamboat Willie, just saying, you know. But I was not expecting this game to be as good as it was. The art is fantastic. I mean, like, look at this. Like, damn. Like, that is goals. And I think, like, yeah. Just yes. Yes. Absolutely yes. Just yes. Just yes. Yes. It has its moments, like, you know, it has everything that a visual novel needs. You know, it has its irreverent humor. It has its serious moments. It has all the arcs. It has all the tropes. Everything you'd want out of it. And yeah. So yeah, this took just about 2 hours. So yes. Let's see. So now we have all of the I like this menu here. This is actually a reference to Shokugeki. So, like, you know, like, they were 100% referencing it. Because it's like the first plate, the first bite, you know, the second plate. So, it has its moments just like that. Yeah, this hit just right. I was not expecting to enjoy this game as much as I was. Yeah. I think, yeah, this is gonna be my Valentine's video upload. 100%. I'm uploading this for Valentine's Day. But yeah. So, yeah. If you all enjoyed this on the YouTube side, definitely go check it out for yourself. It's free to play. And I think, of course, you know, any other visual novel, there's multiple choices. I'm not gonna go back and do them because, well, I got the one ending I wanted. So, yeah. It's really well done. It's a very heartfelt story, and as someone who enjoys voice acting, I really enjoyed this by giving everything the best of my chops, you know, just like giving everyone that, trying my best to give everyone some kind of like unique voice. So yes. Damn. Honestly, I give mad props to KFC for this one. Thank you, KFC. This is not a sponsored video. This is not a sponsored game. This is not a sponsored Let's Play. This was just I've been wanting to play this game. I've been needing a reason. And my excuse of using it as DJ visuals, more than enough. So yes. I don't think I'm going to use these ones for my visuals, but I might use some things here and there. But with that, for the YouTube side, I'm going to end the recording here. Honestly, I don't think I need to really do much editing for this. Beyond, yeah. So, for the YouTube side, if you enjoyed this, you know what to do. I don't need to repeat what every creator has to say. But if you can, though, please do follow those that did rate us during the stream, and that joined us. Please do follow Tachi31, or Tachi31 over on Twitch. I believe it's just Tachi on on YouTube, right? let me double check. Tachi, what was your YouTube again? If you want, you can post your link in chat. Follow Natako1 over on Twitch. If you like games like Left 4 Dead, Warhammer, or Legend of Zelda, they play a lot of those games. And then Tiger, God, my cough is coming back now that I'm actually done reading. And Tiger10925, who plays a lot of really cool survivor games. There you go. Thank you, Tachi. At Tachi31. That's 2 eyes on Tachi. So yes. I'll make sure to link you on the video when I upload it. Yeah. But yeah. And so with that, for the YouTube recording side, I'll catch y'all in the next video. Until then, we're gonna keep the stream going. For now, bye YouTube.